Hello again. Welcome to part 5 of the construction section. Today we're going to be talking about perpendiculars from points on the line. All right, construction number 6, which we will talk about in the next screencast, involves perpendiculars from points off the line. Construction number 5, perpendicular from points on the line. So if we look at segment BC here, we notice that point X is a point on that segment. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to construct a segment that is both perpendicular to segment BC and also passes through point X. All right, and to do this, the first step in our process is we're going to take the center of our compass and put it on point X. Right, center of our compass, right, putting it on point X. Right, we are then going to swing an arc on either side of point X so that it will intersect with BC. So one on this side, same exact thing on the other side. Doesn't matter what we set our compass to, what measurement we set our compass to, as long as the length and the distance away from X is exactly the same. Okay, as long as we don't change the measurement from the first time we swung the arc, it doesn't matter what we set the measurement to. Once we have completed that step, the next step is we're just going to take the center of our compass and shift it over to the intersections between BC and the arcs that we swung. Right? We're going to do the same thing. Right? We're going to make sure that the measurement of the compass is now past where X is. Right? Doesn't matter where it is as long as it is past point X. Right? So notice that this right here is past point X, this measurement here, right, which is fine. I can now swing an arc and it wouldn't matter, right? If I did this, it would be no good, right? So we want this measurement to extend past the original point, right? We're just going to swing an arc, right? Doesn't actually have to be that long. It just has to be it has to reach somewhere above the point X. Going to do the same exact thing from the other intersection. Notice I'm not going to change the measurement on my compass, right? So steps 2 and 3 here are exact same thing except for they're from the opposite intersections. So I'm going to just shift the compass over to the other intersection and I'm going to swing another arc. Okay? So steps 2 and 3, same thing but from different intersections. Finally, the last step is a little bit of a trivial step. Right? We are just going to take our straight edge and we are going to play connect the dots again. We're going to connect point X and this intersection here. Right? Where these 2 points intersect, we are going to create a segment between those 2 points. So here we have it. This is a perpendicular from point X to the line segment BC. All right, so this segment here is going to be perpendicular to BC. Okay, so now that I've walked you through this process, it's time to try one on your own. So let's take a look at segment AB here. All right. Your goal is to construct a segment that is perpendicular to AB that also passes through point Z. Now this one is a little bit tricky only because look at the placement of point Z here. Right? It's really close to the end point A. Right? So we could either set our compass really small so that it's really tough to work with and it's kind of confusing. But here's a quick trick that you can try. Right? All I did here was just extend the segment AB. Right? I didn't change anything. All I did was extend the segment. Now we have a lot more room to work with, and we can figure out a way to find the perpendicular that passes through point Z. Right? So the same thing, we set up our compass. We can swing an arc on either side of Z. Right? It'll probably most likely extend past A, but it won't change the process at all. So work on solving this problem on your own.